Hello, this is Miss Lumley. Welcome to the Radical Functions Test Review. Alright, so in our last video we did number 43, and so we're going to continue with problem number 44. This is these are problems where we're solving equations, and so notice that I have this extra 4 right here. I can't start squaring or doing anything with the radical until I get rid of that 4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and subtract it over on the other side here. And so then I'm going to get x, and if you subtract 4, you get 6. Notice that, remember that if it's a negative, we can't use the square root to get a negative number. In the previous chapter, if we square rooted something, we assumed that we didn't know what x was, and so we had to say that it was plus or minus. But we're not going to get a solution where it's just a negative. Okay, so that would be no solution. But in this case, positive 6 is fine. So we're going to square both sides, and we get x equals 36. And that was super easy, okay? Problem is done. Let's try number 45, okay? Again, we have to move this 2 over on the other side. So let's subtract 2, and so now we have x minus 5 equals 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay, remember we've got to square both sides to get rid of this radical. Okay, so here's the thing. I think what happens is that when people square, they forget that they're actually getting rid of the radical, because right now, once you've done that, it's x minus 5. We don't have to do anything to the x minus 5 inside there. And also remember that 5 squared is now 25. So all I have to do is add 5 from here over to here, and I get x equals 30. You know what? Let's go ahead and plug that in. So 30, if I plug in 30, 30 minus 5 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7. So yes, this one does work. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to do this again. I'm going to subtract this 2 over. And so I'm going to have the square root of 2x minus 7 equals x minus 3. Okay? I'm going to square both sides. When I square both sides, I've got to remember that I'm squaring the whole side, not just part of it. Okay? All right. So what I'm going to do is if I square this here, that's going to leave the 2x minus 7 by itself. And then I've got x minus 3, x minus 3. Remember, when you square two of the binomials, then what you're going to want to do is be sure to FOIL. Okay? A negative 3 and a negative 3 is negative 6x, and that is a positive 9. Okay? If you subtract 2x over on the other side, and we're going to add this 7 as well. Okay? Now the reason why I do that is because I want to equal to 0, right? So x squared minus 8x plus 16. Okay? Well, that makes it easy because I can just factor that into x minus 4, x minus 4. Which it's really just going to be one answer, x equals 4, right? Because they both end up being x equal 4. Let's test this answer. So we're going to go in here, we're going to say, okay, on this side, if you do 4 minus 1, that's going to be a 3. So when we square root this and add 2, we should get 3. Okay, so 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. And what's the square root of 1? Is 1. And 1 plus 2 gives me 3. Yay, this one does work. Okay, so I'm going to go, and that will be my final answer. All right, well, that's it for this video. Please ask questions if you have any. Feel free to email me, and thank you so much for watching.